Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Tanya, and I appreciate you guys being here. I wanted to talk about me moving to London. I moved to London, it's been 2 weeks now, and so I wanted to talk about it and tell you guys why I moved. What are my plans for the future? If you know me, well, I don't know. I guess you should know me a little bit from my channel. If you look at my channel, and people that actually know me know that I love to travel. And since I was, in my early 20s, I always wanted to travel and live abroad and, do some of the stuff you see, people that could afford to do that at a younger age because, they have parents that are well off for whatever reason. I wasn't able to do that. I had two kids. I think at 16, I had two kids at 16 and 19, I think. 18, 19. Sorry, my memory's getting bad. But I had kids very young, so I wasn't, although that was something I wanted to do, I wasn't able to. Of course, I had to raise kids. When I was in my 30s, my kids were grown. Now that I'm older, anybody in their 40s or going into their 50s or whatever, sure, and you have kids that are already adults and, you're kind of free to do what you want to do. That's kind of where I am in life. So I've always wanted to travel, as I said, and live abroad, at least for 6 months or up to a year, just to kind of like hit the different areas. I want to travel around Europe. I want to, just go places. And now, it's a different time now. So I think African American people are traveling more, and which is a good thing. And so let me tell you my story. Like I said, I've always wanted to travel, and I have a girlfriend who she has a channel as well. Her name is Angela, and her channel is Live Free with Angela Austin. I think it's Angela K. Austin. And she's a book writer. She writes books, and you guys should go check her out. I'll leave her link below if you want to go check out her channel. But we used to work together at a hospital in Tennessee. So we used to always say, I'm moving to London. She's like, I'm moving to London too. And so we would always be like, we're going. That was about 7 years ago. We had been talking about it. So Angela left last year. She got into a graduate program here in London. So she left me. But of course, I can't just up and leave. I have to do it at the right time when's best for me. And so I just waited a little longer. But beginning of last year, I started planning because I come to London often. And so I was like, okay, I'm gonna do this. I just need to make a plan, start saving to make sure, I can sustain myself for 3, 6, maybe a year, 3, 6 months, maybe a year. And so I started saving, and I said I was gonna leave end of December and bring in the new year in London. And so that's what I did. I've been on my job for 4 years, and it upset me that, I wanted to, I was hoping, first let me back up a little bit. I had talked to my manager 2-3 years ago when I first started, maybe a year in. I was like, hey, I would love to do this program called Remote Year. I don't know if you guys have heard of that program, but it's where you travel around the world for 12 months and you get to stay in a different country every 30 days, but you go with a group of people. So that was my initial thing that I wanted to do. I felt like, okay, well, I can meet new people, like-minded people, professional people, while I travel, and you stay with your group when you travel. So I was like, okay, that would be cool. That didn't happen. So but fast forward back to the future, I said, okay, I'm just gonna have to leave my job. I was willing to do that. So I just told my manager, I was like, listen, it's a personal reason. I've been working from home during COVID for 2 years. And, I just really feel like with my position, I could work from anywhere, right? But these old school, like baby boomers that's, in the corporate world or whatever, they were still stuck like, no. Because she told me my first year when I talked about it, that she was guaranteed that our bigger boss would say no. So I didn't even try really. Since COVID has happened, then I think these old school people see that you can do your work from home. Then I think that's what helped me out, because when I gave notice, she was like, wait, let me find out. I told her I'm willing to work, but I need to be 100% remote, because it's for personal reasons. This is something I want to do. So she went and asked, and the big boss said yes. So I am in London, living my dream. I'm about to do a lot of traveling. Well, I don't know how much, but I'm gonna do some traveling. And yeah, I'm just trying to live my best life, and I get to keep my salary while I do it. So I came to London because this is a really good time right now. Yes, COVID and all these different variants are out, but I don't think COVID is going anywhere for a while. You have to be safe for you. For me, I've had both for my vaccines and my booster recently. I wear my mask. It hasn't hindered me from doing things that I want to do. I mean, people are still moving around, even in America, and here in London too. They're still moving around, but they do wear their mask. So that's the reason why I went ahead, moved forward, because COVID might be here another 2 or 3 years, and I don't have that time. So yeah. So now I encourage any woman or man in their 40s, even in their 50s. People like to say, oh, I'm going to travel when I retire, and then ended up not being able to do it because, you know, maybe you have health issues, you need a hip replacement, or you know, you're just old. And I've noticed that as I get older, I get a little more scary. I'm not as adventurous or outgoing as I used to be when I was in my 20s and 30s. So I just felt like I want to do it while I'm still youthful and young and having fun in life. And, you know, I don't want to do it when I'm old and gray and whatever, you know what I mean? So that's the reason why I chose to do it. But I do encourage people who your kids are going to college. They don't need you like, you know, like they used to. You know, maybe you're divorced like me. I'm divorced. Maybe it's just you and you just want to do something different. I encourage you to follow that dream. It's a whole world out here, and it's so much you can see and so much you can learn, you know, about the different cultures. And I don't know, I love it. I just love it. I love being in London and getting lost on the train and having to find my way back home. I love it. I mean, and ignore people when they call you weird, because I've been called weird or you've always been different. Yes, I have, and there's nothing wrong with being different. There's nothing wrong with trying something new. There's nothing wrong with just living your life. Have fun. Who cares what people... Let the people stay stuck who don't do anything but go to work, go to work, go to work to pay bills. Yes, you can travel in the United States, but I think we've all been to Atlanta, Las Vegas, Miami. We've all hit those hot spots. Yes, there are other places to go in America, and I haven't been. But when I get through doing all this, I plan to maybe buy an RV, or I had bought a van, but I got rid of that. That's a whole nother story. But maybe I'll go ahead and get my van and travel the United States. So I don't know. We'll see. So my plans while I'm here, I'm going to Spain in February. I'm going to Portugal in February. I'm going to Switzerland in the end of February. So I have all these trips planned. I'm probably going to hit Paris since it's so close. I'm going to do Scotland on the train. It's just so much I want to see. And so I'm going to try to get as many trips as I can in these next 3 to 6 months. And then I'll reevaluate. Maybe I come back to America and just travel. I don't know. The world is mine. And it's limitless, and I can do whatever I want to do, and so can you. So I appreciate you guys watching. Please subscribe and like the channel, see what I'm doing. I'm in my flat. It's not cleaned up yet, but I mean, it's okay. But I'm gonna do a tour of it. You're gonna be surprised at what you pay for a flat here. Well, maybe not. It's very similar to New York, but yeah, you're gonna spend a lot of money on a flat, and it's gonna be tiny. So yeah. So thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and like and hit the notification bell so you'll know when I upload a new video. And see you guys soon.